Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our weekly webinar. There's something here that is absolutely for every single one of you. I don't know what drew you here, but I will tell you that this industry is something that has absolutely changed Rob's life and my life. We're Rob and Rebecca Bunce. We're in Genoa, Nevada, and we're even building a new log home, compliments of this industry. So it's just something I want everyone to listen to. We've been here with Bill and Don Ball for a year. And I will tell you, we just joined because we understood the compensation plan, or we hoped we did. Everything looked good. The culture was amazing. And then we started using the products because we are those people that just jumped in without even tasting some of the coffees and things that they have. And I got to tell you, after a year, we have had radical changes with our health. So there is nothing that would ever be able to pull me away from this company or from these products. And we're just so deeply grateful. So whatever it is that brought you here, buckle up and pay attention. You are going to hear from some amazing people. We're going to start this with Bill and Don Ball. These are people that we would almost follow off a cliff, except for I'm afraid of heights. They are absolutely, they are their word. Their integrity is through the roof. They couldn't be better people to work with, better friends, better mentors. So it's an honor to be with them. And of course, they were smart enough to find the most brilliant company out there. So listen to Bill's story. It's incredible. We're so thrilled to work with you guys. And I'm going to pass it to you, Bill.
Oh, thank you so
That
much.
is so kind.
Yeah, that was an awesome opening. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, so we've earned, Rob and Rebecca and I have earned lots of money together in this industry, in this great profession of network marketing. And Rob and Rebecca and I and Dawn traveled the globe together. I mean, we've been to different parts of the world, different parts of the United States, and
The best was the Bahamas.
oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
We're gonna do that again.
But that's what this wonderful industry produces, is great friendships that last for many, many years. And you can make money together, have fun together, watch other people's families grow up together. And that's what we do here. And back in the early days, Dawn and I had a construction company. We started out of Tom, New Jersey back in '87, borrowed a van from my dad, started knocking on doors because I heard a story. The story I heard was of a guy that borrowed his dad's van, went knocking on doors, and with a lawnmower and some hedge trimmers made $1 million. And I said to Dawn, I think I can do that. My dad has a van, hedge trimmers, and a lawnmower. And I never thought about the work that went behind it because I really didn't care, because I heard that one guy did it, and I knew if one guy did it, I could do it.
And by the way, it was a minivan, so we had to unscrew all the seats, take the seats out.
And one time she couldn't lift the wheelbarrow, it was too heavy, and I'm like, I need a partner that's strong. And she started crying.
It made me cry and I quit.
So anyway, here's what I can share with you about that saga. Is that over 22 years, we built a multi-million-dollar business from a van we borrowed from my dad. And we can tell you from experience that that traditional business owned us pretty much, 100 hours a week on my part. We ended up having kids and houses and everything, and she stayed home and raised the kids. And I went out and I went in the field and I did my thing with multiple crews and multiple machines and men. And we had three things that ruled my business: men, Mother Nature, and machinery. And at any given time, all three of them were fouling up. Okay. Rob knows what I'm talking about. And here's the thing. It was frustrating. I wanted to just keep running, and men, Mother Nature, and machinery kept getting in my way. And, finally, after being 38 years old, 22 years of that, we took a vacation. We hadn't had a vacation in years. And that vacation ended us up on a beach, Siesta Key, Sarasota, Florida. And on that vacation, we spoke into existence what we were looking for. And it sounded crazy. Go ahead, tell what did we?
Well, we were sitting on the beach, and I said, the next thing we do, I want to work from the beach, I want to work from the pool, I want to work from the boat, and I want to make money while I'm sleeping. While we're sleeping, I want to make money. And it sounded so crazy, and we've never heard of network marketing. So it's like immediately within a couple weeks, it came knocking on our door.
Literally, I got a phone call, and it's funny how the power of attraction really does work.
It does. You can speak what you want, and it will show up if you're open to it.
I got a phone call within a couple of days of that, and a guy said to me, Bill, do you look at other ways to make money outside of what you do? And that question led to us earning millions and millions and millions of dollars in a totally different profession from what I had grown up with. It took me some time to learn, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. If you plant your flag with this company, give it the time you give college. How many of you went to college and don't even use the education that you paid for or your parents paid for, right? Yeah, me too. I'm a landscape architect, not now. Okay. So here's what I can share with you guys. Give it the college try. Give it the good old college try. In the beginning, you might be a little frustrated. You're going to earn money, but it might not be what you think you're worth. Okay. That's what happens. Unfortunately, it's like anything else. When I went to college, I had a part-time job and I didn't really earn much money. When I got out of college, I started to earn money. Now, here's the difference. When you're partway through this college education, you're going to look at your paycheck and you're going to go, holy cow, I'm making some pretty good money now.
Yeah, it starts to happen.
And then towards the end of your third to fourth year, you're going to look at your paycheck and you're going to go, oh, that's just obscene. Nobody should make that much money. But okay, thank you. Because that's the way it goes. I'm telling you right now, because it's a numbers game. And if you stay in the game, you play the numbers, you cannot lose. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what talent you do or don't have. It doesn't matter what your background is. There is absolutely no way to fail here if you just simply plant your flag and you continue to show up.
That's right. And you go at your own pace. Some people need to go fast and they go fast. And some people are doing this part-time, spare time, on the side. And that's okay too. So, your journey, like Mark Jackson says, your journey is your journey, right?
I feel like I just preached. I feel good now. I'm ready to rock and roll because I really believe in this profession. I do so much. And I've seen it change our lives, because I can tell you there's no better way to get paid than residually. And it's mailbox money. It's the money when you sleep. It's the money that you hear of that other people make, and you're like, well, how do I do it? Where do I go? What do I do? This is it, guys. Now, 96% of the people out there are worried about their finances and their health more so now than ever before because of what's happened in this world. The world has changed forever. It's not going back. $178 billion is our profession.
And John said that number's even higher right now with the pandemic.
It's over like 200 billion.
Yeah, people want to work from home, and some have no choice.
Some have no choice. You look what's happening in the UK. They're not leaving their houses. They're in lockdown. It's coming back. The second round. Listen, we've heard it for a year. It's mind numbing, right? Oh my gosh, there's another strain coming. It's even deadlier than the other one. Like, so nobody's leaving their house. Like, I'm not making fun of it. Believe me, we know plenty of people that have been affected. People that have died. People's families have been changed forever. Here's what I can tell you about that. I don't know when it's going to get better, okay? But I can tell you this much. It's not in my office right now, right? I mean, I'm sitting here and we're on with 22 people right now from around the globe, from around the United States, wherever, and we're not breathing the same air, but we're listening to the same words, right? Yeah. And we could share this with anybody. We could share this anywhere, anytime, from our homes, from our living rooms. And if you've ever been to a restaurant and told somebody about the restaurant you liked or watched a Netflix program that you liked, you're already a network marketer. You just didn't get paid for it. See, we don't pay the high paid actors and actresses, the celebrities. We are the celebrities. Now, if you want to introduce it to a celebrity, like Rob and Rebecca did, they've got a Major League Baseball player on their team. We've got another major celebrity that's going to be joining the team here very shortly. I can't say any names right now.
I can't wait to say it.
It's in negotiations as we speak. And believe me when I tell you, when we say this name, you're gonna know it. But here's what I can tell you. They're not getting paid to endorse our company either. They get what they bring to the table. Okay. Even though they're high paid, they are in their other profession. They were high paid athletes, actors, actresses. They come to a profession like this because they can get behind a product and eventually build a paycheck really big, just like us. Like, I sat down with a Major League Baseball player one time named Jose Canseco, had lunch with him about 4 years ago with Dawn in Las Vegas. And we were showing him our business at the time. And I showed him my paycheck and he goes, "You make more money than I do." And I said, "Yeah, and I don't even have to swing a bat." Can you imagine? I can walk. Right? Because I mean, he got up to go to get the salad bar and he couldn't even stand up. Like, he can't even. I go, "Jose, your knees, man. Woof. How old are you?" He goes, "I'm 56. I'm like, "Wow. Holy cow." I go, "It really took a toll on your body." I said, "Do you see an opportunity for residual income?" Now, here's the thing. We're not going to pay anybody to come into this business. And some people want to get paid. We don't pay people. You make your own paycheck here. Okay. So here's what I can tell you. We reserve 50% of the money that comes into the company for people like me and you. And when I heard that, it was just like when I had, heard about the guy that took a pair of hedge trimmers and a lawnmower and made $1 million. I heard that and I went, you mean there's no limit to the amount of people I can talk to or invite to join my business? And they go, no. I said, you mean to tell me that this company's going to partner with me 50-50 and they've already spent all the money on the product development, research, beautiful artwork, everything. And all I have to do is talk about it and they're going to pay me 50%. They're going to split it with me. They're going to split with me how much this bottle costs and sorry. And you're kidding me, right? No. And there's no limit? No. Okay. Do I have anybody's attention yet? Because literally that's what we have here, guys. And that's just like the van that I borrowed from my dad. Like the only thing, but I was limited because it was a traditional business, right? I was limited to the amount of doors I could knock on. I was limited to the amount of customers I could actually get done on a daily basis. And I had to work pretty damn hard to make a couple $100 in a day back in the 80s, which was a lot of money. And I used to split it with her. I don't do that anymore.
I saw the paycheck. The bank used to send it back after you cashed it. It's in our photo album.
I have the paycheck in the photo album. Dawn Ball, $50. We made $100 that day. I split it with her. So that wasn't Dawn Ball. It was Dawn Rosamilia back then.
Dawn Marie Rosamilia, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Traditional businesses, minimum investment, 100,000, limited income opportunity, personal guarantees, all kinds of insurances, all kinds of crazy hours. Guess what? If I don't feel like waking up tomorrow and talking about Valentus, I don't. But that's not going to happen. But if I don't, they're still going to pay me because guess what? All the people I talked to before this are still drinking the product. They're still out there talking to other people about it. It's called leverage. So for $20, you get the leverage you need. You get the websites, the research and development, accounts payable, everything that Valentus has already invested in. Dave and Joyce Jordan have invested in this company and put in place. You own all that for your one-time $20 membership fee. That's how simple and easy it is, and you get to work from home. There's a couple different packages you can decide to join with or market to other people. A 1 box or 1 product for $59, 3 products for $145, 6 products for $239, 16 for $575, and 36 for $1,200. Now, these 2 are the business builders. Like if you're serious about building a business, this is one of the 2 you're going to want to get in with. If you just want to check it out, dabble around, see what's going on, dip your toe in the water, try one of these first 3. There's no right way or wrong way. It doesn't matter to me what you do. It matters to you and what your reason is. Okay, if that makes sense. When I got started, I was all in. I did the 1,200 because that's just the kind of guy I am. I'm like, look, all my chips on the table. I'm doing this thing.
Yeah, we got all the products.
And we got all the products. Now, with that being said, it's my time to get out of the way and turn it back over to Mr. Rob Bunce, who's going to tell us more about what he sees here with this tremendous Valentus opportunity. Rob, take it away.
Bill, thank you. I really enjoy listening to you and Dawn. There's always something new and you're coming from the heart. And that is the 6th element in this company. But I have to tell you this, for all of those of you that are here that are looking at this for the first time, or maybe considering a move, I just wanted to let everybody know that back in 2008, when Rebecca and I were in the throes of losing our home and automobiles because of the mortgage disaster, I thought we were done. And I had an open mind, as Rebecca did, and we went to a meeting. We went to a simple meeting. Back then, there was no Zoom. It was a meeting. And we went to a meeting and we heard about a company. And, we didn't know anything about the network marketing industry. But what we did was we listened and we thought, you know what? We always are telling people about movies. We're telling people about restaurants. Why can't we do this with these products? So we went forward, and that was in 2008. This is 2021. That's 13 years in the industry. And if this didn't work, we wouldn't be here. This is real, folks, and this is something to take seriously and look at. Whether you want to do this part-time or full-time, it's real. And especially with Valentus, since it was launched in 2014, this company is a newer company, but we've been through the bumps, we've been through the curves, We're in a situation now where we're going forward. Many network marketing companies, most network marketing companies will fail within their first 24, 36 months. Obviously, that didn't happen here, and we've had some big years. It's backed by millions in capital. And when you have Dave and Joyce Jordan that are in this every single day, and the company's debt free, and if he wants to go out and he wants to buy another company that has products that look good, that we want to have, he can do that. He doesn't have to borrow the money. 200 million in total sales. And the sixth element that I was speaking of, that's the heart within this company. Whether it's Mark Jackson, whether it's Kenny Gatz, whether it's John Haremza, Dr. Chi Nguyen, Bill and Don, everybody's here to support everybody. And that's one of the big things about this company. Now, back in 2008, I had no idea what 5 key elements meant. I just wanted to make enough money to keep our car and keep our house. And I think everybody else would have been on the same page. But the more and more that we became involved in the network marketing industry, we can only rely on Rob and Rebecca to reach a certain level. If the company doesn't have the growth and the elements that we need, we can't grow. So that was one of the reasons that we listened very carefully to Don and Bill. And when we were at the home office in South Dakota, listened very carefully to Dave and Joyce Jordan. And John Haremza explained the 5 key elements. Now, products through the roof. I mean, when you've got products that Don is going to discuss here in a few minutes that really work. I mean, these products are things that for example, with me, knee pain, gone. Emulin M. I can't believe it. I mean, when I first heard that, I said, yeah, okay, well, I'll give it a try. You got to be kidding me. These things really work. Fridays, our fabulous Fridays, those are the days we get our commissions. And everybody wakes up on Friday morning to jump onto their website to see what Valentus has deposited in your account. And I have to tell you something. I was with the company where they were late one time on our commissions. And it scared me to death because I thought if that can happen once, it could happen again and again and again. You know, Valentus is not only on time, but I've had my commission check when that Friday or when that happens to be a holiday, you end up with the commission before the holiday. It could have been paid afterwards, but Dave Jordan's not like that. Again, training and support, I mentioned a few of the people. The training and support here is unbelievable. That's that 6th element. That's everybody making sure everybody has what they need for success. Whether it's a late night call, early morning call, these different Zoom webinars that we get to listen to, absolutely fabulous. And the timing and trends, well, I'm going to let Bill talk about that in a few minutes because timing and trends, you know, timing is everything. And I think that Bill's got some really valuable information to share. But what I would like to do now is turn this over to Dawn Ball. Dawn knows so much about these products. Her and Rebecca discuss products all the time, share different ideas, share what they've learned. And these two ladies are so knowledgeable. Dawn is so knowledgeable about these products that I would grab a piece of paper and take a few notes as she gives you some ideas about our fabulous products. And with that, Dawn, I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you so much for that great introduction. You guys are awesome. We love hosting this call with you every Wednesday night. And I'm so glad 1 year ago when Bill put out that phone call to you guys and the phone was ringing on that last ring, you were looking at each other. Should we answer? Should we answer? I'm so glad that you guys picked it up and flew out to corporate with us where we had our first cup of coffee, weight loss coffee. So I'm excited because I have this huge passion for the products. We are a health and wellness company here in Valentus, and we actually have over 30 products. So if you get your phones out or maybe a pen and paper, write down valentusproducts.com, because if I spoke about every product like I would love to, it would take over an hour. So I'm going to start with weight loss coffee. This is our main product, and this is our newest one. We do have several coffees, and Thermal Roast was just launched in 2020, and I love it because they call it the coffee you can feel, because it has something called Vaso 6, which we get from the green tea extract that is the delivery system. So right from that first cup of coffee, you're going to notice that you feel this great energy. It's going to actually even raise your core body temperature, which is burning that fat. It converts fat to lean muscle. So what I love, it's like you're going to the gym and working out, and you're really not. It just does that because of the herbs in there. It's going to help to crush your cravings. And you can buy this amazing coffee in a tub, a 30-day supply, or as a member, you can actually now get them in single serving sticks, where we even do, what's called a 6-day experience, where for 6 days, you can sell them for $20, and people can, get on the product, and right away, they're going to feel the energy, and they're going to just feel so amazing. It's even helped me with my blood sugar growing up with hypoglycemia. So here in Valentus, we have a family of weight management and healthy products. We are a product-based company, and we have everything from carb burners that are going to help to control your appetite morning and night. There's 2 different formulas, because at night, it's going to help you sleep while you're burning fat. We have a keto creamer for people on that keto diet. We actually have hot chocolates. If you're not into coffee or teas, we do have a weight loss hot cocoa. And we do have water-based drinks that are absolutely amazing. We have a product for your pet, and we have a spray-ceutical, which helps with energy, helps with circulation, and it's really helping my mom. She grew up with neuropathy, and it's helping with her circulation and migraines and so many amazing things. So again, valentusproducts.com is where you can get a little bit more information. So if you're not a coffee drink, we have Thermal Perk, and I call this coffee in a capsule. This is going to thermogenically burn fat. It's going to help to increase your energy. It has something called Bacopa monieri, which is an herb I love to talk about, because it's really for mental clarity and for focus. You take one of these in the morning. I can tell you my husband is down over 30 pounds. Sure. Just, adding this product with the weight loss coffee, to his day. And it's absolutely been amazing for him. And this is one of our newer products. So just one a day. And it comes in a capsule, because there's things in it like black pepper extract that you can't really, mask in a beverage. So they put it in a veggie gel cap. So we do have an energy drink and an immune boost. Energy drink is a huge market, right? So I see kids all the time, and even adults, walking into those convenience stores, and they get those unhealthy energy drinks that cost, $3-4 for a can. What I love about this is it's a single serving stick, and you just put it in your water. So it's convenient, guys and girls take it on the go, even kids in the backpack to school, and it's sugar free, and it's going to give you a sustained energy, and you're not going to have that crash like you get from other energy drinks. So our Immune Boost is an amazing berry flavor. This is something that we all need right now more than ever, to build our immune system. And it's loaded with vitamins and minerals and powerful antioxidants that's going to help to fight sickness. And again, it comes in that convenient single serving stick. PREVAIL Tropical Blast. We are so excited about this one. This is our newest product that was just launched a couple months ago, and people are getting tremendous results. I know you're obsessed with this one. You take it every day, and Bill loves it, not only for the weight loss and curbing of the appetite, but he loves it for the energy that it's giving him. It does have we call it a weight loss pina colada. That's what I call it. It's Tropical Blast. And it has one of my favorite herbs in there called Garcinia cambogia. And Dr. Oz, a long time ago, he did a whole show. Now, he does not promote our products or our company, but he did a whole 1-hour special on Garcinia cambogia. And he called it the holy grail of weight loss without diet or exercise. Though it helps to also create that lean muscle, which I love. And it has just an amazing, amazing taste. People put it in shakes, or you can just put it in water. You can really get creative with all our products. So Skinny Body Products is a company that Dave Jordan, our CEO and founder, actually purchased these products. And I'm just going to touch on a couple of them. Instant use, we call this the 5-minute facelift. You put them on, you put a little bit in the morning on those fine lines and wrinkles, and immediately within 90 seconds, they are totally diminished. It lasts all day until you wash it off. My other favorite product that I can't live without is called Ageless. This is a serum that's loaded with fruits and veggies and powerful antioxidants. And this helps to go deep in our skin to rebuild our, it helps with boosting up the collagen, but also helps to minimize the pores. And, you know, this is a product, I actually have backup of this one. And also Hibernate. Hibernate is an amazing product. And I just sold one of these today. I got a 3-product customer, and, you know, these are 2 of the ones in the coffee that she actually purchased. Hibernate is actually, and you can see it here on the screen, this concept is burn fat and sleep like a baby and repair your skin, because it has melatonin for rest. It has Garcinia cambogia in it, which helps us to burn fat. And it also has the collagen, which is great for our skin, our nails, and our hair. So the last product I want to talk about is called Emulin. Emulin was invented by Dr. Joseph Abrams. He's a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee, once for his invention of and founding of Emulin. Emulin is actually the missing link that we all need, and it's 100% plant-based, which is what I love. And it's something, you know, that we need if you're a baby. If you're a baby, if you're middle-aged, if you're elderly, if you're pregnant, everybody can take Emulin, because it's just onion, it's grape skin, and it's the green coffee bean, the outer shell. So it doesn't even have caffeine in it. And what Emulin does, it manages the carbohydrates and the sugars that our body takes in. When we do that, it also helps to manage inflammation in our bodies. Inflammation is actually the root of any ailment. If you have a headache, if you have, you know, anything you have, if you have diabetes, whatever it is, there's some kind of inflammation in your body, even a broken bone. And Emulin actually helps your body heal, so your body has the ability to heal, you know, anything that you're going through. I like that it is vegan friendly, it's all natural, and it helps to decrease the fat tissue. There are 2 formulas. Emulin M is for everybody, and Emulin C you want to take if you have any blood sugar or blood pressure issues. I take Emulin C, I take 2 every morning. I grew up with hypoglycemia. I absolutely love this because it really has changed my life the last year that I've been taking it. I don't feel faint anymore. When we were kids in kindergarten
in
elementary school, I always fainted in gym because of my low blood sugar, and they put me in the wheelchair. They wheeled me to the nurse. So I
squeezed oranges in your mouth.
So I grew up with that. So it's really saved my life. I believe that it's really helped. I was starting to get cellulite, and my cellulite is gone. I need my hair highlighted right now, and you can see I don't really have any gray hair. Normally I have, you know, gray hairs coming, and I just love the way I feel. I love the way, you know, my skin is. I feel hydrated, and, you know, this product is something that, you know, I really can't live without, and I've seen it really change so many people's lives.
So if you guys, I don't know if you could see us or not while we were presenting, I'm not sure, but I was distracting her, and I was actually videotaping her doing the presentation on the Emulin, because I sent it to my friend and I go, she's doing a live presentation right now on it. Check it out. Oh, I just distracted her. LOL. So, yeah, that's how much fun we have in this business. I mean, if you just make this fun, we have a good time. And, you know, it's about helping people and helping yourself. I mean, this is me, and that's my story. I mean, I'm the lightest I've been since before we got married. So it really does make you feel great. Now, we have somebody I'd like to bring up right now, because I believe documentation beats conversation. Her name's Kathy Gustafson. She's from Oklahoma. And I know she has a tremendous testimonial. So Kathy, if you're with us, if you could unmute yourself and come on and share with us a couple of minutes about your testimonial.
I sure will. And I want you to know, Bill and Dawn, I just want to say you two are amazing people. The Valentus family has really been honored to have you to come in and give the training that you give. I know so many can say on this call and those coming in, how blessed we are, and just the culture that you bring into the whole thing. So thank you. A little bit about me. Yeah, a little bit about me. I worked for the last 17 years for a nursing, not a nursing home, but a retirement community. I was a life enrichment coordinator, and my main job was to bring people from depression to purpose. And that was quite exciting and an honor to do, because you really can live well no matter what your age is. But about 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, and they decided they were going to, sorry, I didn't think I was going to do that. Anyway, they decided they were going to do a radical hysterectomy on me. I did not know that my world was about to go upside down. And after it was all done, they don't give me hormones, because hormones could cause cancer at that time. So I was in it on my own and in a lot of trouble. I gained more weight, couldn't sleep. I got a lot of fog in my brain, and I had swelling going on in my legs really bad. And every day was very scary, because I was supposed to be bringing life to people, and I could hardly give life to myself. So it got real scary for me, and I wondered if I was actually on my way out. I thought, I really don't want to go like this. And so a friend called 5 years into it. I called it my 5 years of hell. A friend called and told me she had this weight loss coffee, and I was a hopeful skeptic. More a skeptic maybe than a hopeful, but a hopeful skeptic nonetheless. And I decided to try it. About 3 months into it, nothing really had gone on, but all of a sudden my life came back. Sorry. I began to, that fog lifted. I could think again. My life was given back to me, really. And I consider it a kind of like a little bit of a miracle for me, because I was in really bad shape. About 6 months into drinking the coffee, I began to lose weight. When I was taking coffee, Max Spray, the Immune Boost, and even the Trim at the time, those were a wonderful combination for me. And the swelling in my legs went away. And there was just so much that began to happen on the inside of me. When COVID came, I decided that I was going to have to let go of what I was doing, because no longer could I bring people from depression to purpose. Now I was expected to give people purpose, depression, death. And I couldn't be a part of that, but I could take what I was doing and bring life, like I'm so passionate about, to those that are in this company. And I'm learning a lot. I'm not where I want to be, but I wasn't where I was. And so I love it. And I'm so thankful and honored that you asked me to share tonight. I'm giving it back to you too.
Thank
Wow,
you.
Kathy, there's a lot of that I didn't know about. Thank you so much for sharing. And I can tell you're very passionate about what you do, and your reason why is huge. And you know, if you heard earlier when I gave the training about your why, I mean, there you go. When you have somebody that's a business partner or in your company that's got a why, like Kathy, and what she's doing and where she's come from and how far she's come along. Thank you so much for sharing your heart with us.
Thank you. That's amazing. I love your sign.
Yeah, that's
only
great.
When you stop trying that you truly fail.
See, ladies and
true.
gentlemen, what you just heard is like a perfect example of what we have here in this company. It's a personal growth company with a pay plan attached to it. It's the ability to go out there and help other people and get paid to do it as well. It's the ability to go out there and share a great product that a company has already put in place and bless other people. I mean, you can make your own story here. Here's what I love about this company. It's so young that there's so many blank pages still to be filled up in the storybook. There really is. So you take your own page and you write whatever you want on it. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll help you do it. Now, timing is something that's so critical here, right? Timing is just really a matter of numbers. That's all it is. I've been a part of timing before in many, many things. Right now, Bitcoin is a great time to be involved in Bitcoin, right? She thinks I mess it up. I sell too low and I buy too high.
Yeah.
But that's timing, right?
That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole other story. Okay, so here's what I can share with you about timing. It's a matter of how many distributors you are, what your volume is, and where you're at as far as what countries you're involved with. Valentus, being 6 years old, hasn't broken that $100 million a year mark yet. 10 million a month. We haven't broke that. We're in the area where critical mass is about to happen, because when that happens and we hit the 10 million a month, it goes quickly vertical from that, and it starts climbing 200 million, 300 million, 500 million. And companies that do that become household names, like Coca-Cola, and it's not even good for you, but people know that name, right? Like, you pick a name, Starbucks, whatever that name might be, that's synonymous with a product, right? You say whatever, and people think of that product, right? They think of it. That's what's going to happen with Valentus. And when it does, if you've poised yourself to be part of this company, and you've got yourself a net out there, a huge net, let's call it your network, but think of it in fishing terms. If you're dragging a net behind a boat and you're catching fish in the net, right? Wouldn't it be better if you had as many nets out there as you could possibly cast? Well, that's what you want to do right now. You want to start casting nets every single day. I just casted a net on this webinar. What did I do? I was goofing around and I videotaped my wife doing the Emulin testimony, and I sent it to my friend that I was talking to Emulin about. In the middle of a live presentation, I casted a net.
And casting your net is just really reaching out to people and inviting them on to, the webinars we do Wednesday night. And there's one pretty much every single day that the leaders all do.
I think you got to just have fun with it, right?
And it's fun.
You just got to have fun casting your net every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love rejection. Like, maybe that's why I love doing this so much, because if somebody rejects me, I laugh at it. I'm like, yeah, it's really funny. And I think it's great, because here's what I know. For every person that rejects you, somebody's going to say yes. Okay. I know you looked at your clock. Am I going too long?
I'm giving him the evil eye.
She's giving me the evil eye because I saw her look at the clock. All right. So our commitment in Valentus is 50% of every dollar goes back through 7 profit centers. I'm not going to get into all of them because we have separate videos on the comp plan, but here's what I can share with you. These 7 profit centers are very, very lucrative. From selling your business pack that you first joined with. Now, when I showed those packs in the beginning, that's a one-time investment on your part. Now, you could sell half of those if you want and make all your money back. You could buy another one next month if you want. You don't have to. It's totally up to you what you decide to do from this point forward. But I can tell you this much. When other people join with you, you can make up to a $200 fast start bonus from their product order. You get what's called legacy coded, meaning for every single person that comes in after your 3rd foundation member. Okay. And I don't want to get too deep, but here's what I can tell you. Every single person that they bring in from that point on their first 3, you get a $100 bonus on. You start getting hit with these $100 bills, $100 bills, $100 bills. And you'll learn as you look at your pay, your paycheck, and you go, wow, where did all those $100 bills come from? And you start to dig into it. You go, oh, from there. Oh, I understand. Well, I'm going to do more of that. That's exciting, right? And it's all about just casting nets, learning how to cast your net, right? Dual team commissions, $100,000 a week. Yeah, that's our max. Sorry. There are people doing that. $100,000 a week. Imagine that paycheck, guys. How many lives could you change with $100,000 a week? Dual team commissions, 1% global bonus, and the car bonus that starts at $400 for being diamond in our company. Can you do this? I already told you you can. All you need is the app. That's it. Follow up the app. It's simple. There's no reason not to do it. But here's what I know. What were you doing 5 years ago? Facebook will tell you, because it pops up every day telling you, here you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And you look at it and you go, oh my God.
I know.
Like, I saw a picture of my son who's sitting in the other room right now. He's 16 years old now, and he's taller than me. He's got, long hair, and he doesn't even look like he looked like 5 years ago.
He's driving a car now.
And I'm like, that was my baby 5 years ago. Look at him now. He's like a grown man. And I'm like, man, 5 years went so fast. Well, guess what? The next 5 is going to go that fast. When's the best time to plant the tree? 25 years ago, right? Like then you'd have shade right now or today. Get started, plant your tree, plant your flag, join us now. Get back to the person that invited you here. You can do this. God bless everybody. Thank you so much and make it a great